Where is the best place to add this sentence? All these require firm global policy commitments and bold and coordinated global action. When looking for the best location to place a new sentence, we need to take into account not only which sentence precedes it, but also which sentence follows it, and see which choice gives us the most cohesive narrative. We can see that our sentence discusses things that will need global policy commitments and global action. The fact that our sentence starts with all these is a hint that the previous sentence might include a list of examples of some of the things that will need global policy commitment. We can also infer that the list will have something to do with saving the climate or planet, as that's what would most likely need firm global policy commitments and coordinated global action. With this in mind, let's try plugging our given sentence into our choices and see how they sound. A. Following sentence 4. Intersecting and escalating crises, climate disruption, the collapse of biodiversity, the declining health of the ocean, and the depletion of natural resources clearly demonstrate that we cannot continue on our current path. While this sentence does include a list of things, these are things that are wrong with the planet that we'd like to fix, not a list of things that would require global policy commitment. This being the case, this wouldn't be an appropriate place to insert our sentence, and we can mark this choice as incorrect. B. Following sentence 6. The global rate of species extinction is tens to hundreds of times higher than the average rate over the past 10 million years, and around 1 million animal and plant species are threatened with extinction, according to the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. Again, as our given sentence seems to sum up a list of sorts outlining how to save the planet, which we simply don't see here, we can mark this choice as incorrect. C. Following sentence 7. This cannot continue. This sentence seems to be changing the direction of the passage. Before, we were outlining all the problems there are with the current climate. This sentence is telling us that things need to change, but because it doesn't yet outline any ideas as to how, it's still not a good enough spot for our sentence. This choice can be marked off. And D. Following sentence 13. The most urgent actions we must take include reducing logging in the world's tropical rainforests, which fans forest fires, halting the melting of the cryosphere, which could release unknown viruses and bacteria, and preventing the rise in ocean temperatures, which leads to the destruction of our coral reefs, irreplaceable habitats for a wide array of ocean life. Finally, we see a list of things that can be done to counteract climate change. Our sentence would fit perfectly following this one, as all of these things would require global policy commitments and coordinated global action, like our sentence suggests. This being the case, we can mark choice D as our final answer.